Alright. 28th of Floral, 1 in the afternoon. Everybody in martial arts skis. Lesson 1, the basics. Do you want to skip the lesson? Doing so doesn't alter the game. Oh man, alright, we're actually gonna get some lessons. No, let's not skip this because I'm showing everything off. Martial artist is first and foremost able to fight with just a simple kimono. I'm pretty sure Miss Rock is never gonna allow the fancy stuff you found here, but as long as you've been sticking to hand-to-hand fighting, getting used to your kimono, at least you haven't totally wasted your time. Already an achievement for me. She's gonna scream at us again. Another thing. As a martial artist, you need to concentrate on being fast and strong. Shoot. Must become a way of life, ultimately a personal achievement. Personal. Never ever compare yourself with someone else. The only person you have to compare yourself with is you the day before. Have you been a better person both physically and mentally? What have you done to improve?
Excuse me, but Mara and the others do not strike me as people who do that.
What did I say? Never compare yourself with others. Martial artists are first and foremost a self-experience. Excuse me. You need to find your utmost balance and the perfection of your body and mind. This seems so overly complicated. No, all of this is really good lessons. Not just for martial arts, but for anything that you do. It's something I need to learn too as a Let's Player. I should just be focusing on getting myself better every day. Did I make a video that was better than the last day in some way? Did I improve my voice acting in some way? You know, every project, do I get better than the last project? And you can take that with whatever you do as well. You know, better yourself every day, or try to. And tiring. You have to know something. The day you spent rushing all over the place trying to fix me must have had at least one big advantage. It made you fit for what's coming next and prepared your body for the trials it will go through.
I have another question. What kind of trials? You really made it sound like something horrible. Even a nice compliment never sounds all that nice coming from him.
You should stop babbling and get yourself ready for the ordeal you'll have to go through.
An ordeal? Even a better incentive.
You chose this path. It's too late to back off now. Two in the afternoon, so 1 hour later. Lesson number 2, guarding. Skip the lesson. No, we're gonna see all of these. These are very interesting. So we know we've learned something. We know there's gonna be a trial of some kind. So it may not just be a one-on-one arena fight. There may be some, like maybe obstacle courses or something. Some kind of trial to do. And we also got some good life lessons there. What do you think it is? Just take a defensive stance?
Sometimes when you know you can't harm the enemy as much, it's better to do that. You save your energy, and you might be able to do a useful move later on.
Some people like me have such a broad variety of use moves that they never need to guard. Others like me are better off guarding all the time. The guarding I'm talking about is the concept of preserving yourself, but elevated to a wholly different level. It's called martial arts for a reason. When you fight, you expose your body to violent hits. It's traumatic. Darn true. With the use of meditation, you need to constantly protect your body. Be on guard, literally. I never thought about it, but what he says makes sense. Attack while you defend. Pretty brilliant. It'd be brilliant if it could be done that easily.
I agree with him. You can't do both at the same time. If you attack, you're not defending.
That's because you suck at fighting.
Please stop putting us down. It's not going to achieve anything.
won't achieve it overnight, but you better know about the concept. I don't know, if we can learn to counterattack, that's perfect. You block and then counterattack. Make them pay for every punch they throw. You can defend and attack at the same time. The best martial artists are unconsciously on guard the very moment they enter a fight. Makes them harder to defeat or even damage. Yeah, it's just being on guard, being aware of your surroundings. That's why I can defeat a huge Toronto on my own, and 4 of you can't. Ha! That's not true! I did! We actually won that fight!
The whole point of this is to learn how, mister.
That's true. Looks like it's in the evening now, so they spent 6 in the afternoon, 2 days before the showdown. Okay, so it looks like they took 4 hours to learn some basics about guarding. Lesson number 3, recovery.
It's time we learn to recover while we also guard and attack.
Actually, yeah. While you're guarding, you can catch your breath. In the heat of battle, you often only have a few seconds of respite. You can't always sit down and rest a few to recover. Real shame, by the way. Mental concentration can make your body heal faster, so you can be ready for the following fight.
Benoit's pretty good at healing.
Yeah, he is. No, not by our standards. He's too slow. It takes years of practice to reach a level of mastery, but I'm not here to turn you into martial artists. I'm here to tell you how it works. Oh, then he must have the healing from his Junsuka training. That makes sense now.
How is it going to make any difference if we can't use what you tell us?
Yeah, lectures are boring. It's not gonna make much a difference. In my opinion, I'll show you how to train. If my opinion ends up true, which it will, just blame it on that girl. At this point, your goal will be to avoid a crushing defeat. Back to topic. Some of you are decent at treating pain and wounds. With meditation, it's possible to do it automatically.
Benoit, you think you can do that?
I don't know. I've never really meditated. Harado is a monk. He probably understands it better than us all.
Harado, is that true?
It takes the bravest sailors to explore a sea of knowledge. I assume this is the way you start talking once you've meditated a bit too much. I'm very attentive to our friend's words. My belief is that you should all do the same. Yeah, just listen what he's saying and just absorb it. I think Merline's over there asleep by Mom. 28 the floral, 8 at night. So we spent 2 hours going over the basics of meditation and, trying to fast recover. Watching, that's the 4th lesson, the 3rd commandment of martial arts. This one seems easy. No, this could be the most complicated. Unless you have to do it unconsciously. I'm sure I do it all the time with pretty girls. Quite easy to watch Salome idly walking in the waves. It's not what it's about. Watching is a bit like guarding, except it allows you to anticipate your enemy's move. Yeah, do you see the slight twitch in the shoulder before they throw a punch? Do you see that they move their foot just a little bit before they like to throw a kick? It's all about the little details. I'm no martial artist, that comes a lot from me being a tactician. Watching for all the little details, and then using that to anticipate what's going to happen. You can't be fast if you can't watch. Guess I'm blind. Shut up a bit! Some of you are able to hit a lot of times in a very short period. A true martial artist does not let that happen. A true martial artist does not suffer several hits without responding. Exactly, without throwing a counterpunch or guarding or doing something. I think I can only ever be a fake one then. Or like Salome with her, with the rush, throwing 4 hits. Or Bokton with his 3 hits that are really fast. A martial artist could maybe respond during part of that combo and start blocking or throw a counter hit. I know. Miss Ruck is going to enjoy this tremendously, but you won't be able to say I didn't warn you beforehand. They're probably all going to be very adept at counterattacking, so if we throw multiple hits, they're gonna get multiple hits back on us. But we can do that too, to some degree, use counterattacks.
I know. But so far, none of them has defeated me. So I want to keep learning so I can be ready when it starts.
Yeah, look at that over on the right. I've noticed that. More and more of those have shown up over time. and Mom's now looking over there going, wait. I'm wondering if you all have noticed that. That has happened. 28th of Floral, 10 p.m. Dodging. Some consider that this is what really gives the art its letters of nobility. Of course, dodging attacks. It's very impressive. It's in my opinion mostly for smaller constitutions. A lot of women prefer this fighting technique. And that makes sense just from a physical build standpoint. If you're smaller, you just typically can't take hits as well, just because of a smaller frame. But that smaller frame lets you dodge a lot, gives you more agility. And if they can't hit you, then you don't take any damage. The founder of the martial arts stated there exists no such thing as an invincible enemy as long as you master the art of dodging. How do you win a duel between martial artists?
By dodging!
By defeating the enemy. There are 2 ways to win. You defeat them indeed, or you manage to kick them out of the arena. Dodging lets you do the latter. Yeah, they go for a really big hit, overextend themselves. You dodge and then they're out of the ring.
It seems pretty good for the likes of Meryl.
Exactly. I don't know him very well, but that's good for bigger opponents, and in general the ones that lower their awareness for a while. It can tremendously help a demeanor fighter cause an upset. I think we're all gonna want to dodge Meryl.
Not just him, all of them.
You look like kids who've just discovered a chocolate box. Get real. Miss Rock guys, most of them at least, will be able to dodge far better than you, and whatever tricks you may come up with. They'll probably have seen them all 1,000 times already. But it's my duty to raise your awareness about this technique and bring you to develop your own, which you can do later on.
I can't wait to start. This seems totally fitting to me.
No doubt about it. Aren't you getting tired? Yeah, it would seem really good for Marine. You should be really good at dodging. I'm surprised you're not collapsing already.
I'm tired, but I'm 10 times more resolute.
I think we should have trained in the shade. That sun totally killed me. Tough conditions are much better for your body. You, in particular, need to lose a lot of fat. Owned! And you need to gain a lot of muscle so you ain't much better placed. Yeah, there you go. Shouldn't have said anything. Did Gravitron, just nuke most of them? Is that what happened over there? 28th of Floral. It's now midnight, 2 days before the showdown. Meditation, the mother of all commandments. Is this the last one? I'm completely exhausted. Maybe we'll have to meet all the family. Stop acting like babies! So a martial artist, everything you will achieve will be through meditation. Everything important, at least. I'm tired, but I have a question. What's the cousin of all commandments?
James, stop acting like an idiot.
And do you know the niece? I don't know how you can keep your hopes high, Marine. I don't either. Plus, I'm not very good at meditation, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, buddy. I ain't better. We're all in a sinking fish, ship, it seems. I'm not sure, but if you say meditation is really all that important, how can Meryl be such a great martial artist? He's not a great one. He's ashamed of our art. But his body is incredibly powerful, and this is why he can get away with the illusion that he's a martial artist. Don't get me wrong, I'll obliterate him, but you guys have little chances to do the same, unfortunately.
Fills me with hope to hear some of them are not as great as they would like us to believe.
I brought with us several books about martial arts. I'm going to give one of them to each of you, and I want you to try to take the time to read it. Try to come up with skills of your own. Assuming you all know how to read. I know, only if it doesn't get too complicated. I know too, but it's a bit tiring though. Definitely not my favorite activity. We still have a busy schedule if we want to bring you all to some kind of level in between excellence and what you are now. Rest a bit. Get on with the reading. I give you a few hours. I'm dead. So am I, buddy. Having to go through a book on top of everything else. Ugh. I'd rather just sleep now. Idiot. This isn't remotely the best way to use your study time. I know it is. Going to the beach, hanging out with the cute girl. Shut up. Get on with the reading. Are we allowed to lay on the beach?
I'm sure this must be an exquisite vision.
Do whatever you want. I give you 3 hours. Alright, Marine will be at least studying extremely hard, and so will, some other people.
This seems so complicated.
Just try to absorb as much as you can, Marine. This is it. You know the 5 commandments of martial arts. The showdown will take place in 3 days. No, bit more than 2 in reality. Even if any of you showed innate supernatural talent in martial arts, you won't have the material time to digest what I taught you. That is the sad yet irreversible truth. Okay, can we go to bed now? What did I say?
You simply don't seem to show much respect to what he's trying to teach us.
Well, we've been spending the full day training. And reading. Yes, I'm aching everywhere. It's true. This training hurts like mad everywhere. I concur. I think I did more today than a normal full year of mine.
Marine, you need to step up. The bear thinks there may be a way for you guys to fast forward training, but he's too stubborn or too pessimistic, or probably both at the same time to voice it out. Push him! I don't know what to say.
What?
Jay, guide me a bit.
Who, me? No, probably me.
The bear's getting furious again. Tell him, I don't know, you want to be put through hell. Make it happen. Bear, I can't believe this is already over. I'm not even tired. Put me through hell. Make a winner out of me. Yes, great, awesome, perfect.
What? You have to be the most insane girl I've ever seen. Agreed. No, do it, Marine.
No, I'm not insane. I'm driven by the will to succeed. Please. I don't care to know things if I'm not going to be able to use them. Bring out the best in me. Make us winners.
There's nothing to do. 2 days left.
Please.
Rest a bit. Train some more.
This is not hell. Please.
Enough. I'm going.
Say yes. Say yes.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You win again. I know where we can go.
Yes, victory! We make a great pair, don't we?
This won't be the first time you make me do something I don't want to do. Actually, I don't want to do it either. But it hasn't worked too bad since we tried. I'll give you that.
Thank you so much.
Don't thank me. You'll soon regret this. But for the time being, listen up. I had gone through so much pain, privitation, and ache that these few days weighed more than years of dedication and meticulous learning. Cool story, bro. Virgilo de Virgilis, Chapter 3, Book 2. You have 2 days, the 29th and the 30th. This is nothing, a grain of salt in the hourglass of your life. The only way for you to have a change to trigger, the only way for you to have a chance to trigger a drastic change is to... Dang, I shouldn't be doing this.
Please! Yes, we want to know.
I want it too. You have to shock your body. Oh man.
Shock it?
Yeah, put it through such an extreme rigor, such an extreme force that your body just goes into complete shock. And that could cause a drastic change.
And then we arrive broken in pieces for the showdown. Great idea, mister.
Yeah, that's the downside. If this backfires, you'll be in absolutely no shape to fight. I'm not sure my old back needs a shock. I mean another shock. Yeah, what about old Suzuki? Marine, you've got your answer. No point having you go through this, as no one else is going to do it.
Please, everyone, our only chance. Think of all that is at stake. What do you risk? In 3 days, all is over, good or bad. We can't go back now. We have to do it, whatever it takes. Guess I'm going to be outnumbered again if I speak.
Maybe not. I'm not sure I want to take the risk of being destroyed for the 31st. This shock thingy is a bit scary. I expected no less from you.
Bear, I don't agree with these people. I want to give it a try. What do you want to put us through? Define shock, because I don't get it.
You need brutal pain and restless muscles. You need to suffer. Exactly. Like, just extreme.
Oh, you're mad! We're gonna be slaughtered by Mistrock if we do that!
Yes, I'm mad. Oops, I did it too. Training's over.
No, please! My friends, listen very carefully. It's midnight, we are tired, we want to go to bed, but this is now. We need to take one of our biggest decisions. Don't you understand that this is the other way around? That we're going to be slaughtered if we do not listen to him? And what is he going to do? Torture us or what? This is getting out of hand, I'm sorry. I've suffered enough. I don't want it anymore in my life. I want to help you. I swear to Gaia I do. But not this way.
Shut up, stupid woman. Do you really think that I've got nothing better to do than torture you? Idiots! I've decided to give you a chance. It wasn't an easy decision, and you still won't listen. Get lost.
No, wait, I do listen. What do you want us to do?
I want to take you to the pit of infinity. Blondie, go ahead. Explain what it is.
Cave Strateris? We can't. I think it's forbidden.
It's Juju, you mean?
Yes, totally Juju. That cave is full of... I don't know how to describe them. Godlike creatures?
These people are not Mala and do not have to obey the code of the Mala Runa.
How do you know that?
Doesn't matter. The longer we stay here talking, the less chance they stand of avoiding a massacre.
Okay, I can take you there. But why such a dangerous place? It's obvious. He wants us tested, that we confront ourselves to the highest form of challenge.
Exactly. With what you've got left, you have strictly no choice. You're going to have to fight all day long. And to think about what I've told you, to remember what was in the books, to find your way as martial artists. And I can't do it for you, but there is an upside. An adventure like this surely must have already prepared you to a form of meditation. It needs to be developed. A passion like Marine's is already a form of meditation. Yes, you don't realize it, but it is. Of course it is. She won't back down. It drives her more than anything, more than the pain, more than the suffering. You're not here by accident. You all have it in you, more or less. Even the most stupid ones have it buried somewhere. James, we're gonna have to dig deep to find yours. Even these two have it. So many people are just submissive to their own existence, inane before the injustice, silent before the outrage. But Marine isn't, and she brings that out in everyone. It won't be enough, I stand by my original statement, but this is the closest you'll ever get in the time frame allowed.
I want it. I'm totally in. I'm okay to give it a shot if everybody's in.
Well, can't we rest a bit before attempting such a daunting task? No rest, that's the whole point. The lack of rest will contribute to shocking your body. If you rest, you don't create the alchemy that shall transform you. Maybe. I'm ready to give it a go. But you have to fully acknowledge what is ahead of you. It is dangerous, and you may even lose your life.
Don't say that! We've been through a lot already! We always made it! We will live up to the task!
I'll give you that with the bastards in Mistrock that are patiently waiting for you to step in the arena to demolish you, the chance to die will be no less. What kind of creatures are in that cave? Godlike ones. Exactly. What defines a godlike creature exactly? Looks like a god. Looks a bit like me, actually.
Benoit is right. Is it going to be dinosaurs of some sort? Or unholy creatures? I don't like the idea of going headfirst into the lion's den. Hope it's not undead, zombies or whatever. Hate them. They creep me out.
Stop asking. You just look like kids. Man up a bit, all of you.
How would you know about this pit?
Solo is always so inquisitive. I don't have to tell you.
Are you from here or what? You couldn't know about the place otherwise.
Shut up if you don't want me to knock you out myself. You follow me, you see what's inside, you fight. Choose who will kill you, Mistrock or the monsters.
And those creatures are really that bad? Are they much better than what we've seen around so far? Yes. Really monstrous ones. The ones in the cave were a walk in the park, right? Here's more correct to say a walk in the beach, but yes.
The Tyranno we fought back then at my place will be nothing in comparison to. The place where we stand hasn't evolved in millennia. This cave might just be the cradle of mist. One may consider it a pilgrimage of some sort. Oh then, if it's a pilgrimage, I'm not worried at all anymore. I never knew you as a pilgrim, dork. I have my own religion, the cult of the Wolf Hat followers.
Sometimes I wonder if we're not trying too hard. We could all settle here instead of worrying about Mistrock. I mean, not just us, but all the villagers.
No, you have no right to take this place for granted. You need to think, woman. You're showing no respect at all for these people with your selfish attitude. And I don't see the appeal living in a place where the neighborhood includes monstrous dinosaurs.
Well, for one, we don't have beaches like this in Mist. This makes up for that.
All the girls in their bikinis all year long. This makes up for that. Oh, now I see the appeal.
What did you tell him?
Something very spiritual, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I wouldn't expect any less from them. They've got the meditation in them.
I see this is going nowhere. Fair enough. Time to make a decision. It happens there, or you just go to bed. All of you.
I'm sorry, but maybe this is what we should do. I don't swallow any of that suffering theory. You're wrong. The bear knows what's best for us. I know what's best for my bones. You're totally wrong. We should listen to the bear. He's just a lunatic.
I'm a hard worker, but I don't see the point in...
Are you ever going to let go of that hard-working, idiotic pride you have? Are all people from Tabutu born mindless and subdued workers? Or is it just you? Are all girls from Schumann bitches, or just you? Hey, Corinne, I didn't see you back up your marine darling this time. Getting cowardly, are we? I did. I'm just listening to what everybody has to say.
And if Corinne's in, then Benoit's in. We know how that works. And if I can add, there's no shame to have to be a hard worker. People, please, please, listen to me a minute. Aren't we all losing sight of why we are here? We vowed to help Marine reach her goal. Which goal? To give the people from Schumann, from Green Grass, from Tabutu, from all the other places of Mist, a better and more humane future. We should be united under that beautiful ambition, not arguing. Haven't you learned from Marine? Could not have put it better myself. Well put, Abu. Well said. Marine braved. Sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead, young man. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were done too. Marine braved all possible dangers to have 12 powerful and passionate warriors. You, to join her and make her vision possible. And you would give up now? Freeze? Stumble at the very last step? Exactly. No matter how much all of you has been through. Except for Benoit, who was just a little less. You've all been through far less than Marine. She has gone through everything to make this possible. My friends, this is the last step together, like we've always done, in humility, respect, and confidence. There is no reason then for success not to greet us at the end. Done. Cheers, now this is what I call a motivational speech. Blondie, you know the road better than I do. Take us there.
Quick, everybody, pack your things.
Follow Marine. Thanks, Abu. And that's what having somebody, with you, like Abu. Really cool. I'll go first. Alone. I want to check a few things. Practice your art while I'm away, because you're going next. Blondie, come with me.
Why?
It's better this way, I guess.
Okay. Do you need more help?
No. Let's go. Oh, interesting. Just the bear and Blondie. And we'll go over all of that next time. That was a very, very lengthy episode, but I don't know if I'm going to end up cutting it somewhere just because all of that kind of feels like it needs to be together to some degree. I might cut where the training starts. We'll see how all that plays out, and you'll see too. we're gonna head into the pit of infinity next time. Until then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.